Oh, you little tiny naughties. We have got us a update coming our way finally. We've got some confirmation that some new things are coming. I know a lot of us have been waiting on. It's been about 100 days since the Europe pack dropped, and I think we are in store for some interesting things. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with all this Planet Zoo mischief and hit that like button if you end up enjoying this video. But yeah, we've got Planet Zoo Update 1.9 coming for us, and this thing has, like, if anything, it has just caused a ton of more speculation and questions. I've seen people have messaged me everything today from saying the capybaras are confirmed to birds to aquariums to an aquatic DLC. I honestly have no clue. We know that the free update drops April 12th. The 1.9 free update drops April 12th, so we're figuring whatever the new DLC is, it will drop around that same time. Haven't got confirmation on that yet, and like I said, the one good thing I mentioned in the last video, I think everybody's surprised. You know, I kind of have my pulse on the modding community and just kind of all over, and no one, absolutely no one knows what it is. A lot of people are hinting, like, well, they're speculating that it's going to be an animal pack, but there's really, no one really has any concrete, like, you know how sometimes the modders will go in and they'll see certain files, or they'll see things like certain files labeled a certain way, and they'll be like, oh, okay, well, it's a North America pack coming, or, you know, whatever. This time, everybody's in the dark. They've done a really, really good job of covering their tracks. I will say, as of today, this is March 25th, there is no new Steam database update as far as DLCs go. So, you know, that's probably coming. I know it's still a little early. You know, we've got to figure the April 12th is almost mid-April, and we're not even to April yet. So we still have a couple weeks to go, even before this is ready. But the good thing about that is it's such an early, kind of like an early announcement for Frontier. Like, normally you guys know how this goes. We get a you know, a tweet or a trailer or something like the week before, like, okay, they'll do an announcement on Thursday and the update comes out on Tuesday. So usually we have, like, you know, the announcement Thursday, we have all weekend to kind of speculate and you know, be hyped about what's coming, and then Tuesday it usually drops, we're ready to go. But this time, this is like 3 weeks from now almost, so that is really, really interesting. And I think it kind of bolsters some of our thoughts that this is going to be a large type expansion update where it's going to take a little more time possibly to kind of roll out all what they want to roll out. And I think too, this will be one of the first updates that they're introducing to us from a marketing and a community standpoint, where the whole time preparing for this, everybody's been in the office. Because remember, I believe it was between the Africa DLC and the Europe DLC, they started moving off of, like, their complete hybrid model where, you know, a couple people were in the office, but some of them were still at home. That's why I think this is going to be interesting, because 1.9 essentially, I believe, is the first update where the whole studio has been back. They're filming new videos, like they just released a roaming educator takes over Frontier offices. It's like a little 6-minute cute little snippet that they just released with the update announcement with Francesca and those guys that are in it. And it's just, I think it's really, really fun that we are getting them, like, we're at a point where they're all back in the studio and able to film things like that. And also, as far as the development goes, with not having to do it remotely, like, they're all back in the office. So maybe we're in for something big now. You know, they definitely have set up enough time with, you know, a couple weeks to go to really kind of pour more information on us and kind of get us hyped up. So, but anyways, I know I've rambled on here. Let's go ahead and we'll jump in and just kind of hit some of the highlights that Elt had posted on the forums earlier today. And the first thing that I think a lot of people are really, really excited for is the roaming educators They talk about the roaming educators will soon be roaming their way to your zoo. This is a brand new way for your educators to share their animal knowledge with your guests as they walk around, bringing some extra educational activity along with them. Whenever an educator isn't traveling, resting, or at an animal talk point, they'll be able to wander around and give mini talks to your guests to help educate them on some of the animals present in your zoo. So I think that is going to be really, really fun to not just have to see them stationary, but actually walking around. And you know what I was thinking? It'd be pretty cool, like if they had the ability to take an animal with them. Like what if they had like a little meerkat like crawling around on their shoulders and stuff, or, you know, holding them out on their arms, or, you know, just anything like that, and like doing the class with the animal, you know, out on the path amongst the crowds and stuff. I think that could be pretty cool. One of the things for you kind of like camera nerds out here, we are getting a new Explorer camera mode. It says, speaking of roaming, we're very excited to share that with the launch of Update 1.9, you'll be able to make the most of a new Explorer camera mode, seeing and editing your zoo from a guest level point of view. You'll be able to see your zoo as if visiting it yourself. So kind of like Tegid Cam. Remember, you can kind of walk around and see things at that eye level. This is going to give you a great perspective from which to make any building or decorative adjustments, as well as offering a brand new way to fully immerse yourself in your builds. I bet you this is going to be interesting to see how this helps out Leaf's VR mode that he took Planet Zoo in. Remember that mod he was working on that actually lets you go into Planet Zoo in VR mode? So we'll have to kind of see when he gets in and starts exploring that, if he thinks Explore camera mode will help. Audio visual management screen and webcams on billboards. Managing your audio and media boards just got even easier. This new audio visual management screen will allow you to manage the screens and speakers within your zoo from one location. It's going to allow you to see which clips or audio are being used by each output device, as well as the status and running costs of each screen, speaker, or camera in your zoo, so you can fully deliver a immersive educational experience with total ease. To add to this offering, you'll also be able to incorporate your webcam feeds from Burrows onto your billboards, allowing your guests to get a closer look at your animals even when they are using their burrows. Another really, really fun one. Just listen to this. This is fun, a little cheeky, definitely has piqued my interest as far as aquatic animals go, but new water options. Did someone say FlexiColor? With the upcoming Update 1.9, you can now completely customize the color of water in any exhibit which features it, allowing you to have more control than ever over exactly how your exhibit animals are displayed and viewed in your zoos. Which exhibits are you going to inject with a burst of color first? Your habitats won't be missing out on some aquatic-based features either, though. With Update 1.9, you'll be able to add both mist and bubble effects to your habitat's water. You'll be able to implement these options from the water information panel alongside the transparency and watercolor options, which are already in game, and the mist VFX will also offer customizable color. So that's really, really interesting. You'll be able to click on these bodies of water and decide if you want to add mist to them or not. So that is pretty freaking cool. You know, right now I usually just use the mist VFX inside waterfalls and stuff and kind of fake it, you know. But this is going to be like an internal misting and bubble effect tool. So very, very fun. Bathing behavior is the perfect way to unwind. In a hot spring, of course, with Update 1.9, we're introducing bathing behaviors. Simply create a shallow pool of water and heat it with a water temperature regulator, keeping it to the animal's requirements, of course, to create the perfect hot spring for your Japanese macaw to bathe in. This behavior will help to reduce animal stress, so it's a great way to provide a more relaxing environment within your habitats. And then that kind of ties into something else very, very interesting: flatten to terrace brush. To help create the shallow pool you'll need for your new hot springs, you'll be able to use the new flatten tool to terrace brush. This new terrain brush is available with Update 1.9 and offers a terrace height setting and a shallow pool offset option, which are incredibly helpful if you're wanting to create a nice terrace structures within your zoo. So man, we're gonna actually be able to have a tool that will make shallow pools inside our habitats. Like, that just seems like you're opening the door for all types of new animals and like requirements that those type of like aquatic animals would need. I'm just saying, this update seems like it's setting us up for something larger. Even if not now, something larger down the road. So I don't know, it's just this one is freaking interesting. And also too, small burrows. With update 1.9, smaller animals will now be able to adopt burrowing behaviors. You'll be able to place small burrows for both meerkats and prairie dogs in your zoos. And don't forget that you can now add webcam feeds from burrows to your billboards too, so you'll be able to see your animals enjoying these new smaller burrows. As always, these exciting new features in update 1.9 come with various fixes, which will be included in the full patch notes upon release. We'll have more news for you soon, but until then, join us this coming Monday, March 28th on Twitch and YouTube for a very special self-care stream that you won't want to miss. We'll see you there. So that is another thing we are not going to want to miss out on, is that Monday morning stream. So like I said, this is very interesting stuff. I know, we talk about like consequential updates. This, I feel, is going to be one of them. This is like that, pre-aquatic pack type update that just introduced a whole host of interesting behaviors and mechanics to the game. So definitely kind of even makes you even more excited for what the DLC is going to be and like when that gets announced, So, I don't know. Oh, another thing too, some people have been asking about, they didn't mention anything if any more swimming animals were going to be incorporated in update 1.9. But for the most part, you guys pretty much have a lot of the animals that would swim in real life have got that mechanic now. I don't think there's many left that should be able to swim or should have that diving, swimming behavior that don't. You guys can let me know in the comments section down below if there are a few that you're missing, but I think they've kind of done a really good job kind of hammering all that out for us. But anyways, guys, yeah, that is update 1.9. It's coming April 12th. So let's just see. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 days as the recording of this. So we still have quite a ways to go. 18 days away. So, I don't know. It's just kind of different. It's got a different vibe to it. This whole update has a different energy to it, and I am definitely here for it. Let me know your thoughts down below on what you think is coming. Like I said, my guess is kind of held consistent with my What's Next for Planet Zoo video, and I'm still thinking some kind of rainforest animal pack. If I had to bet my next paycheck on it, I would say rainforest animal pack. Maybe not at rainforest, but some sort of animal pack. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm going with, but we'll hold out for some scenery and some theming items, but still S-Dan is on board with the animal pack train. I'm thinking that's what it's going to be. But anyways, guys, I'm S-Dan Wolf. As always, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya!